How do you gain that radiant health and high energy into your body? How do you maintain that high energy in your body in spite of having a long day at work? Stress is the number one reason for falling ill, falling sick, and having all kinds of illnesses. Stress is the number one reason for losing all the energy.
Regular practice of meditation gave me good health, self-confidence. It increased my ability to work longer hours, able to focus on the subject, became disciplined and organized.
I had an epilepsy issue. Because of that medicine, I'm getting some other skin issues kind of thing. And recently, after joining this meditation, I reduced my dose. And I could able to control my body. I believe really it is really this meditation is really helping me very wonderfully.
I had kidney stone, and all of a sudden I had some pain on the right side of my lower back, and I went for the ultrasound and my kidney stone removed. Since 5 years I was having homeopathy medicine, but it didn't work. And with this 40-day meditation, it works a lot. And my stress level reduced.
And see for yourself the peace, that energy, and with a little bit of practice, gaining the perfect health in you.
Welcome back, friends. Happy evening. We learned yesterday how meditation helps physical health. And one of the key reasons of all our conditions, or most of our conditions, is stress. And with meditation, we naturally bring down our stress. One of the key side effects of stress is also a pain. A lot of people have this chronic pain. Of course, headache is one form of pain, but pain in the muscles, pain in the joints, and studies have shown meditation is 6 times better or definitely better than the traditional painkillers. So I used to have this for many of these pains, you take these painkillers. The challenges with these painkillers have been that people get addicted to it. And in Western society, it is one of the major causes of addiction. So doctors are really thinking about how to treat the pain, because if you have certain conditions, you go through a pain. How do you treat them? Because if there is a chronic pain, you on continued medication, you get addicted to it. Studies have shown with meditation, you release a lot of happy hormones or feel-good chemicals called endorphins. So these naturally bring down a lot of pain. Plus, many of the pain is because of the stress. So if you are in a very stressful situation, we tend to tighten our muscles a lot. Observe this. Next time, you probably get into some challenging situation. You become mindful and observe different parts of your body. It will be tensed. the muscles will be tense. Usually, I mean, people talk about the shoulder pains and the neck pains and so on, because muscles get tightened, and over a period of time, when we are mindless, we are not mindful, right? So we have these, we are in an unconscious thought state where we keep repeating the same thoughts again and again. We don't recognize it, but when we are in a continued stress, it leads to long-term pain. However, with meditation, as you would have observed, many talk about it, they start feeling good. In one of the study, it was shown that within about 4 days of meditation, people reduced pain by about 50+% naturally. I had sometime last year tooth issue, the root canal problem. You probably, if some of you have found, been through it, you know how painful it is. I've had root canal issues before, but since I started meditation and I kind of maybe I should feel through it, I realized I was able to handle that pain very easily. And later I found the studies which actually shows our tolerance level increases to pain. But one of the good things about being able to tolerate the pain is we are able to relieve that pain much more naturally. I used to get this muscle tension in the legs, and the nerves would naturally bend my toes when that happens, and it would pain severely near the foot. My only option would be to forcefully pull back my toes because pain would be unbearable. Now I realized, instead of doing that, let me just sit through it, and I'm able to tolerate that pain. But now that incidence is reduced significantly. So we're able to, when we sit through this pain, what I've realized is you actually overcome the root cause of this problem. The other challenge, as I talked about these painkillers, is getting addicted. And of course, that's not the only reason. Addiction happens because of a lot of reasons, right? You get addicted to alcohol, drugs, even things like chocolate and overeating and all that, right? I mean, addiction comes in various flavors. With meditation, we can naturally I spoke about how meditation increases the production of feel-good chemicals. So when you are producing a lot of endorphins and dopamine, you regulate your feeling, because most of us get addicted, or people who get addicted is because that produces those feel-good chemicals. However, if you're dependent on those drugs, alcohol, or any other external substance, when that substance goes off, you go into depression because that thing is no longer there. and the root cause is not resolved. So the feel-good chemicals go away with when that substance is no longer in your body. So you continue to keep, and that is the whole point of addiction. You keep taking it in. But with regular practice of meditation, the body naturally has dopamine, endorphins, serotonin. Many of these feel-good chemicals are naturally produced. So you're always happy. You would have heard people say that, hey, I'm happy for no reason. Also, one of the method that Western science is talking about, the modern science, I would say, is giving a neurofeedback to addiction patients. So when they treat with alpha and theta waves, their addiction seems to have gone down. Now we know, you would have listened in the first week, right, about the science of meditation. Regular practice of meditation, we naturally go into these alpha and theta states. So we no longer have this need for addiction. Even if you are addicted, you get naturally treated, because instead of getting it from external feedback, you actually are going to that state naturally with meditation. And when you are naturally happy, of course, you are also getting out of depression. Many people talk about some of the root causes of these conditions are emotional experiences. Something that has happened in the past that you keep repeating, your negative thoughts keep repeating. And you go into a state where you feel that you have no other option. And everything around you is conspiring against you. Maybe one of those reasons why people go into depression. People also go into depression because they feel they're stuck. A lot of people talk about this midlife crisis, but again, when you feel stuck, you might get into depression. But with meditation, you are naturally growing every day. Your learning ability, I will talk about some of these mind powers tomorrow, but you become more growth oriented. So you are naturally, even if you feel down, when you do meditation, you are naturally going back into a state where you are happy. You don't need external substances or external stimulus to make you happy. People spend thousands and thousands of rupees plus time and effort to get over this addiction. And again, I talk about subtler addictions of being in a negative state of mind. That is also an addiction. Addiction about why I'm no good. I can't get a job. Everywhere I go, people make fun of me. So these negative thoughts actually are addiction, because you keep repeating that and you are going deeper into that state. Now with meditation, as we bring down those negative thoughts and break away from the past experiences, you are breaking the pattern. You optimize food, so you no longer feel the need to overeat. I felt the need to eat food less. We optimize food. We'll talk about some of this again tomorrow. So friends, meditation has many natural benefits. Even if you think you are not addicted, think about how the negative pattern would be running in your head before. That would actually, you are getting over it. Pain relief was a big thing for me. Instead of spending thousands and thousands of rupees or dollars or whatever currency, plus time and effort that you would do to get over all these, just a simple technique of meditation is a natural reliever for many of these conditions. And it is all the time. Anywhere you can actually meditate. So friends, let's get into another session of meditation today. Again, the technique we follow today again is Ana-Pana-Sati, breath mindfulness meditation, where we sit comfortably in a chair or on the floor, whatever that is comfortable. If you need to take support of the back, that's perfectly fine. You don't need to keep your spine erect. The key thing here is to keep the body comfortable and close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, fingers into fingers and legs crossed, we observe our natural breath. Friends, let's all relax. Close your eyes. Observe from head to toe, entire body, every part of the body. Start observing from your head, neck, shoulders, hands, legs, ankle, feet, all of them complete. And get into the meditation now.
Dear friends, dear masters, keep your hands on your chest area. Rest your attention on your sacred heart. Take a slow, long, relaxing breath. And can you feel your beautiful heart? With that breath energy, breathe more and feel your beautiful heart, that seat of all emotions. Our primary connection into this universe, which is expanding all life with its love energy, with its gratitude energy. Can you feel love, gratitude inside your beautiful heart? Relive a moment from your life of love, of gratitude. Feel more of that love energy, of that gratitude energy, and expand your heart center. Dear friends, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation with your fingers into fingers. Rest your hands comfortably in your lap. With your eyes closed, observe your normal, natural, in-breath and the out-breath. In this meditation, we observe our natural, peaceful in-breath and the out-breath for the whole duration. Be with your breath. Become one with that in-breath and the out-breath, dear friends. When we observe our breath, our mind becomes empty. And when the mind is empty, we slowly merge into that greater emptiness, that quantum energy field. Our divine self. Be with your breath. Become one with that in-breath and the out-breath, and yourself to slowly and slowly become empty of all thoughts in your mind. As you observe the breath, notice the lightness in your breath. Allow yourself to completely merge into that lighter and shallow in-breath and the out-breath. With your eyes closed, become one with your breath, dear friends. Allow yourself to merge into your in-breath and the out-breath. And slowly become empty of all thoughts in your mind. As your mind is becoming empty, can you feel any sensations in your body? Can you feel emptiness inside you, all around you, as you're becoming one with your breath? Become aware of that emptiness, where there is no body, where there is no thing, where there's no one, in no place and no time. Allow yourself to go deeper into that emptiness of no body, no thing, as you become one with your breath. All emptiness is energy. That's quantum energy field with infinite possibility and opportunity. Everything you have ever experienced or will experience is here in the form of energy, waiting to happen into our physical reality. The longer we stay and connected to this energy as no body, the more we receive from this field. Keep your eyes closed. Stay aware of that emptiness as no body. And stay connected with the abundance of energies in this field. find yourself distracted, go back to observing your breath. Bring yourself into the present moment and experience that emptiness inside you, all around you. Yourself to merge into your breath and merge into that emptiness where everything is connected to everything else. The longer we stay with this emptiness as no body, the more we become everybody, and the more we experience our wholeness. Yourself to go deeper and deeper into that emptiness of every body. Go deeper and deeper into yourself as you merge into your breath, dear friends. And yourself. To merge into your breath. And merge into that emptiness where everything is connected to everything else. longer we stay with this emptiness as no body, the more we become everybody, and the more we experience our wholeness. Yourself to go deeper and deeper into the emptiness of every body. Friends, let's express gratitude. Gratitude for living this beautiful life. Be grateful to your parents for giving us this intelligent connection to this universe. Be grateful to our teachers and mentors for expanding our knowledge and wisdom. Be grateful to all the people in your life, your family, your friends, relatives, colleagues, partners, everybody, for helping us learn so many things. Be grateful to this grand nature, to the animals, the birds, the fish, all the planets and stars, for inspiring that awe in us every moment and being that mystical energy into our lives. Be grateful to all the things we use, the technology, the places we visit, the systems that support us, our governments and companies, various people who help us. Be grateful to yourself for caring for you, for caring for others, for allowing consciousness to explore through you. Be grateful to this intelligent energy field for allowing us to experience so much more in this life. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Relax your body. Feel your body. Relax yourself and let the autonomous nervous system repair the body. As you relax, recollect your experience from the session. How did you feel? What have you seen? Who have you become? And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then open your eyes.
Wonderful, friends. We had a wonderful meditation session. By now, you would have understood 3 things that we do as part of this whole journey. Of course, daily practice of meditation. Second is gain knowledge. The more we understand about ourselves and everything around us related to us, the faster we grow. We learn through various mechanisms. Books is one of them. But we also listen from experiences of other masters. I spoke about how I understood many of the changes that I was going through when I listened to others' experience, about how, and they spoke about getting over migraine, getting over many conditions, how I realized, yes, I'm going through the same. Which helped me progress faster, because the more I kind of reinforced myself that this is possible. Today, we have among us a wonderful master. She's from Canada, and she's been practicing meditation for some time. And of course, I'll have Bhuwana introduce her formally. But she's been, apart from practice of meditation, she's been doing a lot of service, teaching meditation to many, many people. I'd like to welcome Komala Priya. Welcome, Komala Priya.
Thank you, Rakesh. Thank you, all masters.
Yes, I'll have Bhuwana introduce formally.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So, friends, hope all of you had a great meditation today. So, for today, we have Komala Priya Raghavendran ma'am as a senior guest speaker. So, Komala Priya ma'am is from Coimbatore and she lives in Toronto. And by profession, she is an IT manager for US-based MNC, working for clients across globe for 14 years. She is also a yoga practitioner and certified therapist. And ma'am has been practicing meditation through Buddha CEO since September 2019, and she is hosted the Chennai Tamil Nadu meditation classes through Buddha CEO. And ma'am loves to travel and explores nature and cares for household plants as well. So thank you so much, ma'am, for your time and being in here. And I am eagerly waiting to listen to you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Bona. Thank you, Rakesh. Thank you, Lalita, for bringing me here. It always feels home when I come to Buddha CEO session, either as a participant or sharing my experience. I always feel home and I'm connected. I would like to express my deepest gratitude and thanks to Patriji, who is a grandmaster behind all our progress, all our expansion of consciousness from one phase to the other. Next to our Chandra sir and Vani ma'am and the entire participant and the host of the Buddha CEO. Without everyone's good intention, the vibration and the commitment, this wouldn't have possible. Thank you. Myself is Komala Priya. I'm located in Canada right now. I work as a manager for a global MNC. So I can easily tell my life what it is before meditation and after meditation. Though I was practicing yoga regularly, I felt that I'm in need of meditation. I'm missing something right now, and I want to get into a meditation. And when I checked with my friends and relatives, everyone were recommending me to some places wherein it was like meditation for a shorter period, and then we'll not have any further connection with the people who's teaching meditation or so. Then it's always like when a student is ready, the guru appears. That's how it happens. When I was searching for it, I could happen to talk to one of my relative, and she recommended about Buddha CEO. There is an amazing meditation program that's ongoing. Why can't we? You're going to go and participate in that. So that is when September 2019, I came onto a 40-day session. So when I actually entered the session, I didn't know this session is going to be not just meditation. It's much beyond that. It's more about understanding oneself, transforming ourselves, and knowing from various other sources. There is a saying in Tamil, like what we know is just a handful, like what we don't know is just a universe, you know. So that's how it happened in my case. Like when we put our effort and a commitment to a particular duration of the day, knowing like what's going on, like what we don't know, like why we get angry and why we are happy at some moments, right? But only when we meditate, we understand the changes, like since because something is going this direction is what causing me to feel that way, right? And when we were born with a pure soul and self, like it's a life, right? So we got pets, we have come across different other animals. They don't come with a kind of judgmental mechanism as how to communicate with others, right? So they just survive. All they know is the survival skill. They just survive, they live, and that's how the universe has designed it. But we as being a human beings, as we grow, we tend to learn from everyone around us. We tend to learn from school, tend to learn from our friends, from a family, and at some point when we are like an adult, we got our own do's and don'ts, our own likes and dislikes, and we start living life that way, thinking this is the best. Why it is the best is because we feel safer in it, right? But that is what causing troubles to us in most of the places. So let's say when we are with our friends, when we behave, this is what I feel, this is what I feel. We at times go to too much of self, right? We forget the fact that the other person, everyone around us is also ourself, right? So doing meditation make me realize that I'm just a part in the mass universe, and how I should behave with my surroundings, how I should be with my colleagues, how I should be with my family, right? And when I brought meditation into my life, and by practicing it regularly, I feel that I can give my best. So, and also that vibration is cascading throughout the family, and they started understanding me. They started giving me space. I started giving my husband space, right? So that way our relationship as a whole grows faster, grows better. And it's like more of an harmonial place than coming with a different, of course, difference of opinion occurs, but how we face it matters a lot, right? And then coming to the health perspective, after being into Buddha Siya meditation and listening to a lot of benefits from the vegetarianism, I become a vegan. So in my life, I didn't dreamt of being a vegan. I felt it's not possible. It could be because of kind of nutrition quotient or fact that I'm doubting. But at some point, it didn't happen instantaneously, of course. But one day around 2021 August, I felt like, no, I'm going to be a vegan. That's all. And from that moment, I am practicing it, and my mind is not going to the older self, of how I was eating before. And after becoming a vegetarian and vegan, I realized that it enhances even more the meditation perspective. It's supporting me from different angle. Our well-being is not just how we exercise and how our surroundings accept us. It's about how we accept us. Self-love matters a lot. We glow from internally, right? Only if we take care of ourselves, we take care of our physical body, our mental body, and a spiritual body. That way we become the best person to be around everybody. We will be the person whom our colleagues would like to have a conversation. We would be a person whom our friends and relatives would love to have with us, right? And not all circumstances they will go with our motive or way of thinking, but that's still okay, right? So it's like they're also a part of us. So what's wrong in just giving them space to be in their own thought, right? And usually, I mean, this session is for youth, and when we all are faced a such situation, we will be in a competitive examination, okay? That may not go our way, right? So at that point, we tend to blame ourselves so much. Oh, I shouldn't have done this way. It's because of me. We take too much of self-blame. So rather taking self-blame, just accept that point, right? And understand, only when you accept, you are out of that fear, you're out of that blame game, right? And then we put our best effort to try one more time. So life is all about experiences. It's not that one negative feedback or one negative situation should not decide the rest of our life, right? So if you ask me, so far what will happen, like, I will call my best negative moments as best inspiration moments, right? So if that wouldn't have happened, I would settle for less. Now only a failure had happened, I've changed the perspective through meditation, and I have done in a different way that brought me a wonderful result than I was expecting. So, all know, like Deepak Chopra, like there was a wonderful quote, embracing the wisdom of uncertainty is the doorway to creativity, right? So today it could be anywhere you are, it could be a day, noon and night. And we all tend to plan like what I'll be like tomorrow should go this. Of course, we tend to put our best efforts to make that day happen in our way. And if it don't happen that way, just accept this, just embrace that moment. Oh wow, I planned this, it went like this, it's okay, fine. So when you start accepting it, then you grow from that moment, right? And as Rakesh was sharing before, the chemicals like endorphins, dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin. So we don't really live consciously like what's that happening to our body, but our effort is just to keep our mental health, keep a mindset in such a way through meditation in a higher vibration. That way those chemicals are produced in the optimal level, right? If the chemicals are, there is a threshold, right? If they are overproduced or underproduced, every time is a problem, right? So through meditation, we understand ourselves, we are going deeper within us and ensuring those chemicals are produced in the optimal level, and that way it enhances our overall well-being. I would like to share my experience wherein I was leading a team, And at some point, I realized one of my team member is behaving a little in a weird fashion, in the sense he is getting tense to every normal conversation we used to have with other team member. So I noticed it for a couple of days, and then I started having a conversation with him. Hey, his name is Krishna. Like, hey Krishna, what happened? What's going on with you? I found those differences in your behavior. And then he opened up with the fact that, hey, I don't know, I'm feeling a kind of migraine headache, like every night or every 9 o'clock, like this headache comes and I'm totally lost. So that is when I recommended meditation to him, and he was practicing meditation. And after a few days, like about 10-15 days, he's completely out of the migraine. He was having a lot of medicines before that, but after meditation, his migraines are gone. And from that moment, it didn't occur. It's more of like every now and then I'll keep a check off at what's going on. He felt like, I'm good. It didn't occur to me. Okay, fine. So meditation not only heals us from the health concerns, but also it guides us to the right way. Okay. For example, we live in a digital world. For many of us, our mobile decides our day. Let's say when we wake up and we open a phone and we see, like, it could be from different sources. When we see a news that it don't go with our ideology, we feel dull. When we go with the email sent by our superiors, sent by our friends, or sent by a family, that is something not in our way of thinking, we go bad, right? And anything, let's say a celebrity commented so and so, we do bad. So let's not make the external world decide like how we behave. Rather, we go from truth. Okay, so we totally accept so and so news had happened in so and so region. Okay, but that news should not put ourselves in a different mental situation, right? So meditation helps me to come to a middle ground. It's like neither that way, not this way, just middle ground. Being in middle ground helps me to be at that moment, be in a present moment, be so mindful and face the problem, rather going in an extreme situation, getting extreme judgmental. Oh, since because I took a decision, it impacts so and so people, and I am the person for all this. So it makes me so calm, it makes me surrender to the moment and so mindful of my decision, right? And I've read from this book of Don Miguel, The Four Agreements. Hope you could listen more from the Chandra session and also from the current session. So I follow this very religiously these days. The first agreement is be impeccable with your words. So how we speak matters a lot. It's not only how we speak with others, how we speak to ourselves, like how we are thinking about ourselves, right? How are we communicating to ourselves at every moment? It's not about just morning, noon, and night, but every moment, for every situation. How are we consoling ourselves, or how are we treating ourselves? Okay, it matters a lot. The more we are positive, the more we have a good affirmative thought, the better things fall in place. It's all the power of subconscious mind, right? Hope you all could have also read that book. It's an amazing book, like Power of Subconscious Mind. So we have a conscious mind, just I'm talking, you are listening. And apart from that, we have a subconscious mind. A subconscious mind is all what decides every organ that's functioning in the body. And also, subconscious mind demands a lot of affirmation. Like, we have to change. There should be a lot of small behavioral changes within our lifestyle, and how we look forward life, how we take our life, right? So that all matters a lot. So the more we do a self-talk to ourselves, the more we enhance our life. For example, like I start a day with a couple of affirmations. One that will be like, I'm happy and grateful that I'm healthy, healed, right? So telling that affirmation multiple times, I feel with radiant health, right? And if I want to if I want a success in life, I can tell like, I'm happy and grateful. So you're telling that not verbally, but so mindfully. Okay. So you are telling to your own self that what you would like to be, right? And manifestation, this topic is all about, I mean, the session what you are right now is all about gaining clarity, confidence, and manifestation. Okay, only when we gain confidence and clarity, we can set the right intention, we can ask for what we want to manifest, right? So manifestation is not just, oh, I'm asking this, I'm getting that from the universe. Rather, we become that energy, we become that vibration. Okay, so even in Chandra sir's today's session, towards the end of the session, he was telling that whatever you want right now is already there in the universe. It is there in a different energy. So all what we want to do is we have to raise our energy and sync with the energy that's already in place. Let's say if I want 100 rupees, okay? So the 100 rupee is nothing but already an energy in the universe. So what I should do is I want to sync my energy to the energy as if I have already accepted it. The more I sync my energy to the universal energy of acceptance, then universe will find a way, universe will show the way for me to attract that particular intention to me. And after coming to Buddha CEO meditation, and after listening to everybody and expressing how I transformed from what I was and what I was now, I feel that I become more intuitive. Okay, I started paying attention to details, and that way there are certain small things that maybe the answer to a problem will be right in front of us. We wouldn't have noticed that for 4 hours, and in the 5th minute there'll be one single thought, why can't we change a small code in this program to get it work, right? And sometimes workaround to an IT problem could become in an instantaneous way, right? So some query or some detail which I could have done about 10 years ago, I wouldn't have known. But being in a calm situation, just surrendering to the moment is bringing that particular energy thought right on spot. It is a need of an hour, let's finish that problem, right? So through meditation, we evolve as one. We surrender. Only when we surrender and accept the situation, we evolve from the situation. Okay. So we covered the first point, be impeccable with your words, be very kind, be very truth and lovable to what you ask for yourself and how you foresee a particular situation. Second is, 1 second, don't take anything personally. So let's say if there is a staff-student relationship, a staff is not really accepting your particular logic of a particular problem. So don't take anything personally, right? So just whatever others say is just coming from their own perspective, their own experiences. The moment we start respecting that, we don't take anything hurt in the sensation. Oh, so far a particular professor accepted all my presentations, all my thesis. At this moment, he didn't accept me. Oh, something could have gone wrong, right? So don't take anything personally. It's just because, I mean, the moment you start accepting that, you start to look forward. Oh, he's coming from this angle. I have to change certain things to make this project a little better, right? So don't take anything personally. When we don't take anything personally, there is nothing like hurting us, right? So we are always in the harmony phase, in the same calm momentum. Third is, do not assume. Okay, the most thing we fail is when we assume things. Okay, let's say Rakesh is right now. Rakesh is listening to this conversation. So Rakesh, I don't know what Rakesh is undergoing, but I should not assume. Oh, he might be thinking like this. He might be thinking like that. Do not assume. So this is easy to express, easy to talk to you right now, but it takes a lot of practice, right? So when we start assuming, what we are doing is we are taking a limitation to it. We are thinking, we are tagging somebody with some, it doesn't know who they are not really is, right? So we are going with the false assumptions. Not all the time our assumptions are true, right? So do not assume. So if you come out of that assumption point, then you look from an angle, you look from a truth angle. And when you when your mind is coming ever to assumption state, just go and ask. Like I'll go and ask, hey Rakesh, do you feel happy? Do you feel fine now? And at that point, Rakesh will tell the truth, right? Rakesh will give you a response. At that point, accept that, right? So before that, don't go and assume. And the last thing is always do your best. So immaterial of any situation. So usually we will be, when we are happy, we will go to any extent to help everybody, help our friends, family, anybody who asks, because we are happy at that moment. But when we are down, when we are sad, why aren't we coming out of the mindset? We go at the other end, we go deep in that sorrow mood set, and we're like, oh, this happened to me, this happened to me. So do not go that. Be in a middle ground and always do your best. Okay, so when you fail, just understand, okay, there is always another option. Let me go and retry again, right? According to me, I succeeded amazing only in the areas I failed. Only in the areas people tell that, oh, this shouldn't happen to you. This you can't go and achieve that. When people tell that, that gives me a good feel. Oh, since because they tell that, let me put a couple of other different ideas. Let me understand deep about it. Let me retry it again. Retry it. No worries. Retry without assumption. Retry without judgment. Like I want it. Don't try in that way. Just surrender and see how amazing the results would come for you. And next, I would like to cover about the about the vision boards. Okay, after coming to Buddha's meditation, like I came to know about vision boards, and I started writing and drawing certain pictures, like what all I should do sometimes down the line. I started about 1 year back, and when I look around to the vision board, I found that about 90% of what I have thought that I should achieve now has already been done, right? So it done without any stress, it done with ease, it done with right at that moment, what all I need, how I should give an information, what sort of effort I should place on that particular project, it is accomplished. So one such would be like I should read about 20 books, it's done now. So if that vision board wouldn't have there, I would have skipped that option. Like, okay, I would limit myself. There are two things, right? So limiting belief and elevated emotion. So every time when we have a limiting belief, I can't do that, compromise it with immediately tackle it with an elevated emotion, so that how wonderful I achieved it. So you change your tone, right? So first you are thinking in a perspective, limiting belief, I can't do this. Come with an elevated emotion, how wonderfully I completed this project. The more you affirm, the more you think positive, universe will pave way with all the other external entities for you to accomplish that particular goal or a solution. So always we can't find a solution to a problem when we think from a problem perspective, right? So we have to come from the solution perspective. Let's calm at that moment. Let's give me a minute or two to meditate, and let's see how it goes, right? So overall, I feel, I mean, I would not say I'm complete, but I'm a work in progress, right? So every time I learn something new from me and from everyone and from nature and from everything I see and go through in a day, and I evolve. And there is nothing like a rule. So today I'm sharing this, okay, from everything I should only do this. No, tomorrow situation will change, the environment will change, and how we are will change, technology will change. But ultimately, one thing that will not change is the human consciousness, is who we are, and the breath, right? So being with the breath is an amazing thing. So being with the breath, emptying ourselves and ensuring and loving ourselves and ensuring all the cells in our body are regenerated, are they feeling happy, they're amazing. So this is the fullest potential of life. All other factors we gain, the job or title, the degree and everything is all external. Those all we gain as a part of journey, but who we are is the soul self, and connected to the self, doing the right thing, and understanding and accepting and embracing the lovable moment from time to time is what make us all as a wonderful person. And I wish and everyone over here the best and best, and continue meditation and share it. The more we share, the more we understand, the more we evolve. That service is a part of a journey, right? So only when we serve, we evolve. So take meditation to everybody, to your family, to your friends and well-wishers. I'm sure we all evolve as a wonderful society. And thank you, Chandra sir, everyone over here for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Komalapriya. Wonderful to hear your experience. Key message. I know there are a lot of messages, but I see what key message that I hear is surrendering and acceptance. Right? It was hard for me, especially coming from 25 years of experience in the IT industry, having done so many things. It was hard to accept that we surrender or let go of many things. But that is a great message. Many things that we let go will actually come to us. So a lot of manifestation happens when we actually surrender and accept. And the other thing that you clearly mentioned, you take every opportunity, everything, every situation as an inspiration, right? So when you surrender, you realize that there is an opportunity to learn and become better for every opportunity. And obviously, I think self-love is another message that I heard from you. Being able to accept yourself. Only when you accept yourself and you become comfortable with yourself, your relationship, everything around you becomes better. So everything starts from within. That is a great message, and obviously I've loved your vision board experience. And I can relate to that. Many things I haven't even looked at it, and I realize most of them are done. I mean, I've already been, and I'm actually looking at more things to accomplish. But great messages, friends. I think these are the things that help us to grow. And if you have any questions or any experiences to share, please do it now. And if you want to have any conversations with Komalapriya, you can do that as well. Thank you, Komalapriya.
Thank you, Rakesh.
So friends, I know we are over time, but in case you have any questions or want to share your experience, we'll be here. Wonderful. I think people are still absorbing, and I see some chat messages here. Yes, definitely. Great to hear from Komalapriya. All right, friends. Thank you for staying. I know many are still. It's great to see so many still staying till the end. I used to hear this. 90% of the success is just being there, because that is a commitment that you make to yourself. So I can clearly see that commitment in all of you, staying till the end, listening to everything that you have to hear. And glad to be part of this. So we'll come back again tomorrow with another session. We'll continue our discussion on the health, but more in terms of how do we go beyond just the physical health? How do we grow through a lot of our mind powers? So we will hear that tomorrow. And thank you for staying.
Thank you so much, Komalapriya ma'am, for your time, and it was so inspiring. And thank you so much for joining us today. So thank you, friends, and let's
Thank you,
all
everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, friends. So let's all meet back again tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. with another amazing session. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.